Alright, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to find a determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Alright, so I need to tell you that if you want to find the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, you can use any row or column. Alright, you can use any row or column. For example, you can use the first row. Alright, I do three types of okay, now I choose the first row. Alright, I choose the first row. So everything according to the first row. So I have to know the sign of a cofactor matrix, because this method that I want to use to find the determinant is called finding the determinant by using expanding the cofactors. But I don't want to talk about all the terms. I just want to see the techniques. Alright, so you have to know positive, negative, positive for a cofactor matrix. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So since I use the first row, so my target is this, the cofactor for this first row. So very simple. Okay, see the pattern that I'm doing now. So 2, right? 2. So positive 2, right? Positive 2. Alright, then you put the minor of 2. Alright, the minor of 2. So what is the minor of 2, right? So it will be delete the row and the column, and you have negative 3, 0, 3, negative 1, right? Okay, now go for this, this element here. So we look at the sign here, negative, right? So I put negative. So the number here, I put 1, and I put the minor for 1, alright? So which is the T shape, can you see that? You delete the row and the column for this. You have negative 5, 0, 1, negative 1, right? Hope you can see. So now go for this element here, negative 2. But this is a positive location, so you put positive, right? And this is the negative 2, and you put the minor for negative 2. So what is the minor for negative 2? So you delete the row and column. Then you have negative 5, negative 3, 1 and 3. This is how you find the determinant of this matrix by using expanding the cofactor, determinant of A. So very simple, you evaluate the minor. So negative 3 times negative 1, you have 3, right? You have 3 minus with 3 times 0. So slowly minus 1. So negative 5 times negative 1, you have 5. Minus with 1 times 0, 0. Positive, negative, negative 2, negative 15. Minus with negative 3, so it's plus 3. So eventually you will get 2, 3, 6, minus 5, right? Minus 5. Negative 15 plus 3, you get negative 12, right? So plus with 24. So you will have 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 plus 24, you have 25. Right? So this is a determinant for A. 25. Alright, so I have to show you another 2 options. You can choose the first row, you can choose the column, you can choose any row, but don't choose diagonal. Alright, so let's say now I'm choosing for the first column, right? The first column. So I'm going to erase this. Let's say how if I want to find the matrix of the determinant of the matrix. So if I choosing the first column, will it different for the result? Let's check and see. So now I go for the first column. Alright, the first column, it will be, okay, not the first row, the first column, this column. Do the same thing. Alright, okay, let's see. Determinant of A. So first column, so look at this location, positive, right? Positive 2, so you write 2, the minor for 2. What is the minor for 2? Minor for 2, delete the row and the column, negative 3, 0, negative 3, 0, 3, negative 1, right? Then now go for negative 5, so the sign here will be negative, the sign of the cofactor, negative. So we have negative and the negative 5, right? Negative and negative 5. And what's the minor for negative 5? You delete the row and the column, right? Can you see that? This row and this column. So you have 1, -2, 1, -2, 3, -1, right? 1, -2, 3, -1. Slowly. Then finally you go for this one. This column, the last element here, 1, right? 1, positive, right? So it will be positive. So you write positive 1. What's the minor for 1? What is the minor for 1 here? You delete the row and the column is an L shape. Can you see that? The L shape. So 1, -2, 1, -2, -3, 0. Okay, let's see what's the result if I expand the cofactor for the first column. So now 2, -3 times 1, -1, you have 3, minus with 3 times 0, plus with 5. 1 times -1, -1, minus with 3 times -2. Then minus and the minus here become plus 6, right? Plus with 1 times 0, minus with 3 times 2, -6, right? 0 minus 6, right? So now let's see what's the result. So you have 6 here, right? 6 here. Then you have 5 multiply 5 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. You see? 5, 5, 25. The result will be the same. Magic, right? Magic. So, okay, let's try one more. See whether, is it true or not? Okay? Yes, it's always true for your information. So now let's look at how if I expanding. Okay, we said find the determinant of A by expanding the cofactors, right? We use the word expanding the cofactors. Expanding the cofactors. So the question said find the determinant of A by expanding the cofactors for the second row. Okay, they want to using the second row. So now means that this row, right? The second row here. So we no longer see at the first column. We no longer see at the first column. So now we go for the second row. The negative, positive, negative here. So, alright. Same thing here. Look at the location. Negative, right? Negative. So here's negative. So negative, -5. Okay. Minor for -5. Delete the row and the column. You have 1, -2, 3, -1. Right? So now go for this location. Positive here is negative, right? So it's a plus the -3. And the minor for negative across here. Can you see that? Is 2, -2. 2, -2. 1, -1. Right? So you wait until I teach you until the video end. I will teach you how to using calculator in finding the determinant. Right? There is a way also. So now plus with the minus with the 0. Oh, 0 here, right? Minus with the 0. And the minor for 0 here will be 2113. 2113 is okay to write, but actually you know that the value here is 0, you will get 0, right? So now you have 5. 1 times -1, -1, minus with -6, you have +6, plus with, you have -3 here, right? -3 here. 2 multiply -1, you have -2, right? Minus with -2, you have +2. So this one also you get 0, right? 0. So you have 5, -1 plus 6 is 5. So you have 25. Yes, the result will be the same. So it means for every matrix, square matrix, you find the determinant, no matter you use the row or a column, but not diagonal, any row, any column, you follow the sign of the cofactors, then you definitely will get the same value of the determinant. So as I said that how to using calculator, right? How to using calculator to double check whether your determinant is find correctly or not. So very simple. So now you go to matrix mode, right? You go for matrix mode. So the menu here, so you're pressing the 4. So you want to define a matrix first. Okay, you define the matrix first. So 1, So you have 3 row, 3 column, right? Key in this matrix. Okay, key in this matrix. You have 2 equal, 1 equal, -2 equal, -5 equal, -3 equal, 0 equal, 1 equal, 3 equal, -1 equal, right? Everything you double check, alright? You can check through here, very small here, right? You can see here. So it's 2, 1, -2, right? So -5, -3, 0, 1, 3, and -1, right? Now you're pressing the button AC. Okay, now you want to find the determinant. So you're pressing option. So you see there are no determinant here, right? You can pressing the arrow here, right? You can pressing the arrow here. Go down, then you can see the determinant, right? The determinant or transpose. Okay, you want to use determinant, you're pressing the 2, right? Then you have that determinant. Determinant of who? Determinant of this matrix A, right? So you call back option OPTN, and you're using 3, right? Using 3, then you have determinant of matrix A. So then you're pressing equal, then your answer will be 25. Alright, so this is the way you're using calculator to double check your answer. Okay, that's all. A short way, a more simple way of finding the determinant of a square matrix.